Are you wanting to add transitions to your reels, but it feels very overwhelming? Today I'm sharing with you 5 super easy reels transitions that you can use in order to make your reels more engaging and increase those views. And hey, maybe go viral. You don't need any video editing software to be able to do these transitions. We're gonna do it all in the Instagram app. What's up, it's Danie. I'm so glad you're here. My mission is to help entrepreneurs scale their brands on YouTube. Look at you right now looking for answers on YouTube. If you want to be that person in your own niche and become a quick authority figure and have videos that rank for more than just a few hours, then check out my free YouTube cheat sheet to learn how you can start scaling your brand on the #1 social media platform that people actually go to learn. I want to share one tip that's going to really help your reels feel more seamless and pop and add the extra flair. It is such a lie to think that in order to have successful reels, you have to be putting on a full face of makeup. Check out this one that I have here. No makeup. I was wearing no makeup that day. I wasn't about to put on makeup. But what you do need is contrasting items. So let's say I'm going to do a transition. It's helpful if I'm wearing a white shirt and then when I switch, I'm wearing a black shirt, or blue to red, or something that looks very different, or use props like sunglasses. And so there's some sort of a drastic change. So I always recommend getting some glasses, some hats, and getting a few different colored shirts in order to have your transitions be easy and successful. Also, quick note, this is probably obvious, but you're definitely gonna need a stand for your phone. So I like this one, it's super cheap. I got it on Amazon. I will link it down below. The first and one of the easiest Instagram Reels transitions to get more views is the head twist. So let's take a look at how we do that. The first thing you're going to do is you're gonna go into your Reels app or your Instagram app and click on Reel. You can see here we have all of these buttons on the left. You can add your audio. We're not going to add audio right now because then I would be copyrighted, so we won't do that. We'll keep it at 30 seconds, but you can have up to a minute. And then we also are going to use the timer today. Don't mind this hair. Okay, so what you're going to first start by doing is we can drag it to see how long the clip is going to be. So we only probably need to be about like 3 or 4 seconds. And the countdown, we'll leave it on 3 seconds instead of 10. So let's go about this and do it again. Okay, here we go. Do it again is because I've tried to film this like 50 times. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Right when you hear the beep, you start. Da 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 da. Oh, I turned the way that I said that I wasn't gonna turn. But either way, whatever way your head turns, just feel, whatever you're gonna go with. And then you can go to the clip, and there's 2 ways you can trim your clip. I always recommend previewing it and then clicking edit clips on the left because then you can hear the audio and that's going to be super important. So if I clip on it, then I can hear where the audio is. The key with transitions is that you have to show the motion. You never want to be not moving and then moving. It's going to make it not feel seamless. So I'm going to do it while my head is still turning. So there we go. It's looking good. Now I'm going to go back. And we're going to film the next part. I'm going to hit this align button. Oh, sorry, that's Manny barking. And I'm going to add on some things. Honestly, I should like change my shirt even. Here, we can see. Remember, you got to have all your things nearby. Honestly, it's better too if you don't have to like actually change. Just like throw stuff on. Doesn't look as good. It's probably like actually putting the effort to change. If we're going to put in the effort to do transitions. But we good. Okay. So then I'm going to look at this and see where my head's at. At first, I turned this way. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my head from the left to the right because I turned it. It's like I'm going to do a 360 with my head. Would that be? Yeah. Okay, so let's give this a go. Ready? We're going to have the countdown. We need to set the timer. Have it be just a couple seconds. And I'm aligned. Wow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Now I can stop that and let's give it a look and see how it's doing. All right, so I need to trim it to one. Again, you have to be in motion. Always be in motion. And let's see how this one's ending if we click on this one. All right, let's give it a look. Ooh, cool. That's pretty, like, that one's looking good. All right, so that's how we do that head tilt. So remember, if I turn this way the first time, I need to turn that same direction the next time like my head did a full spin. Let's move on. For the next easy reel transition to get more views and spice up those reels, we're going to use an object, and this object we're going to use is a book. Oh my gosh, I'm not okay today. Oh my gosh, don't listen to me. So I'm going to grab my book, and what you're going to do is we're going to make sure we cover the whole screen, all right? So we're going to go, whooshoo, All right, I hope I shaved my armpits today. Because they're gonna be seen. All right, so maybe that wasn't funny to anybody else. Again, we're gonna go back into our Reels app, Badoosh Reel. All right, maybe add the audio or whatever, and we're gonna set our timer. We only need it to be a few seconds, and then I'm gonna set my timer, and I'm gonna do a little something. Ooh, ooh, hey, hey, hey. Okay, we're good now. So I had it. You need to make sure it covers the whole screen. It's got to cover the whole screen. Whenever you do an object one, it's gonna look better if it covers the whole screen. It doesn't always have to, but it's gonna look better if it does. So I'm gonna cut this to where the book is coming over the screen. That looks about good, okay? So we can always fix this in a second. So I'm gonna go to the align, and now what we're gonna do before we do the next clip, remember, we're gonna change into some stuff. So here we go. I've got to remember contrasting colors, okay? So here we go. I'm gonna use a lot of the same stuff here. Maybe even you put your hair like up in a bun or something. I don't know. Do something spicy. We're just gonna use like a lot of the same things. All right, I'm looking like such a bro in this video. It's like my alter ego. Okay, we're going up with it, right? So we're gonna do that same motion again, coming up with it, and then we're gonna do a little dance, a little dig. Okay, so we only need it to be a few seconds. We're gonna set that timer. And make sure it's on a line. 3, 2, 1. Who needs audio when you can sing along to it? It's gonna stop it, and now we're gonna preview, and we're gonna look at it, and we're gonna cut it, okay? So I'm gonna go to the cover. Oops, nope, that's not what I want. Edit clips at the bottom. Now, something that's really important to note is that it's different when you have an audio. You can't always cut it if you're lip syncing. So remember to stay to the end, because I'll talk a little bit about how to do this when you're lip syncing to a song and you can't cut it then. You need to be a little bit more strategic about it. We're just keeping it easy right now. All right, so I want it to be like where the middle of the screen is. Let's see. It's almost there. So what I would do to make this perfect is, again, I would just kind of edit the clips until I really feel like it's seamless. So it just takes a little time of trial and error going back to these and seeing what fits well. That's pretty seamless now, all right? And I could make it even cut even a little bit better if I just move around the timing a little bit. So really happy with that. Not sure what I'm saying, but it's good. All right, let's move on. The third easy reel transitions you can use to spice up those reels is a hand transition. And hand transitions are so wonderful because you can do them all the time because you always have your hand. Okay, so they're just fun and they're really easy to do. That's why I want to show you this one, and I use this one a lot. So the key, again, remember, is to cover the camera with your full hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set my timer, and I'm going to make it just a couple seconds, 3 seconds. Set the timer, 3, 2, 1. Right when you hear that ba-dink, go. Ooh, hand, okay? So I did my little hand twist. Let's look at this. And remember, we could go the other way if we wanted to. I could go to preview and then adjust the clips and hear the sound. All right, that looks pretty good. And we're gonna do it right there with the hands coming over. Maybe just a tiny bit more. All right, and then from there, what I'll do is I'm gonna film the next portion. I'm gonna hit the align button. And what you'll do is I'm gonna make sure that I'm lined up. But first, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set my timer, and here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. Stop that, and let's preview them and see how we can edit this. So we want it to be where the hand is kind of already coming down. So let's give this a try and see what that looks like. Oh, all right. So what I need to do is I need to make this one a little bit shorter. Let's see this. There we go. I like that transition now. It seems it flows more for me. And then remember, I'm lined up and there's something different about me, which is lovely. So it makes it that little extra oomph to make that reel go viral. Let's move on. We're learning new things. If this is helpful for you, it's helpful for me. Give it a like, share it, and know that it caused me a lot of anxiety to film with 2 cameras. So I love you. Oh, okay. Stop, Danielle. Keep going. Keep going. We're gonna go. We're going on. We're going on. What's next? The fourth easy transition that you can use to spice up those reels is the hoodie transition. I get asked about this one a lot. This one makes your reels look really cool. I'm telling you, this one's a good one. So, step one, find hoodie, okay? Take off Warriors jersey, find hoodie. Here we go. I have one. I actually ran in this one earlier though, so. But, oh well. It's just the life of a YouTuber, entrepreneur. Yes, okay. So, you're gonna put on your hoodie, put up that hood, or you could like put it up while you're talking, and then you're gonna go give it this motion, all right? So, oh my gosh, I think this is still sweaty. Uh-oh, it's okay. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna make this a 30-second video just in case, and I'm gonna set my timer. Here we go. I don't always set the timer, honestly, because I'm usually close to my camera, so I'll just like stop it and cut it, but for this I will. All right, here we go. Let's say like, here we go. Wah! All right, so you gotta do like this kind of motion. Boom. All right, now take off the hoodie. And what we can do is we can already kind of trim this one. And then where you can see where I make this motion, we gotta find the, boom, that motion right there, where it's like right in front of your face. Okay, that's good. Now we wanna film the next part without the hoodie. Ugh. My hair's all frizzy now. Well, I guess it was already frizzy before. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your hoodie like this and you're gonna, let's make sure we align it. Here we go. I have a good feeling about this one. I do. We were fast enough. We kind of pulled it down fast enough. Let's see. That one was close, right? So if we did one more time, it would be perfect. And then let's say I was gonna go through and I could edit just a little bit. Then let's just edit it just like a little bit and see how that makes it just a little bit more seamless. Yeah, okay, so that is how you do a hoodie transition. I'm happy with that. It could be even a little bit more smooth, but you get the gist. Now, what if you wanted to do another transition with, let's say, like a hoodie, but you wanted to just pull the hoodie off? So let's say you were wearing it and you wanted to like have it where you go whoosh and then it drops down. You do the same exact thing that you did with the hoodie, except you would have the countdown happen, and right when you wanted to, you would go like this. And then when you came back and you did the next video, you would take the hoodie off and you would cut it where you're then pulling it down, okay? Down and out. All right, so that's how you would do any sort of clothing transitions. The fifth and final easy transition you can use to spice up your reels, and this one is like my favorite, is the hair transition. So we're gonna need to take the phone off of the stand for this one. And what you're going to do is you're going to have your camera, right? You're gonna turn it upside down, and then you're gonna bring it back to the back of your head. You wanna get close to your hair so it kind of can be blurry. So let's try it out. You may have to do this a few times, right? This is all about getting in the reps to practice. So let's practice. We're gonna be here, and then I'm gonna turn it kind of fast, bring it back. All right, so here we go. I'm here, ooh, turn it back. Okay, and then I'll stop it. Okay, from there, I'm gonna just cut it already to where it goes to my hair. All right, and still, I wanna be moving, okay? So I see it goes to my hair like that, perfect. Now, the next clip that you're gonna do, you're gonna bring it, your phone's gonna be right side up now, and you're gonna bring it from behind your head and in front of you, okay? This one looks so confusing to do, but it's not, right? I mean, it can be a little tricky to turn it. You have to use 2 hands with it, that really helps, or if you have a pop socket. Okay, so before I film coming from my head, let's add on some things that we want to make this a little bit more interessante. All right, so people told me I look like a grandma in the comments with these glasses, but you know, whatever. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna have my finger hover over the record button. I'm gonna have it right here, and we're gonna go, woo! filming, okay? So I'm gonna hit record when I'm down here, and I'm gonna pull it really fast from my back of my head to my face, and let's see how it looks. Turn it back. Woo. Yes! And I can make that even more seamless if I cut it just a little bit, the way, you know, remember if we click that edit clips, then we can kind of make the timing even more perfect. That's so easy, right? And this one's like one of the most fun ones, and it's super easy looking. I know. Now that you know these 5 easy reels transitions, I want to quickly talk to you about lip syncing. With lip syncing, you cannot cut your second video like we did with most of these. So my key tip is play around with that timer button. You've got to get comfortable with the countdown. 3, 2, 1, beep. On beep, you are not going to be able to hear the audio. It takes a few seconds for you to actually hear it, but you still need to be saying the things. So it's helpful to practice with the audio a little bit, and that way you know right when it says that ending beep, you need to already be saying what you're saying and like in that motion. So it means if you know you're wanting to have the video start with you being here, you want to start up a little bit here and be moving right before that final beep starts. So 1, 2, beep, right? So I'm already in that motion, and then right when it has that last beep, I'm starting to say those words. I hope that's so helpful. I promise if you practice it a couple times, you'll get the feeling of it, but it will take you a few tries, so don't give up. You can do it. You just gotta keep practicing a bit, and I promise you it's gonna make your reels so much more exciting. One last bonus tip I have for you that's been so helpful for me in learning new reels is if you really like a reel, what you can do is video record it on your phone, and then on your phone go back and watch where is it that person is cutting in that reel to be able to get that transition. So I like to slow-mo a reel, and then I'll see right where they're cutting, so I get an idea of how they did that transition and then how I can replicate it too. I don't know if do you think about that? It's been super helpful for me. Well, if this was helpful for you, I'm sorry. It's so helpful for me. If you can give it a thumbs up, be sure to subscribe. And while you wait for next week's video, be sure to check out these other helpful videos, and I'll see you next time.